I remember I was still studying for one of the tests that was the next day, and I just got a phone call from my mom. En toe hoor ek sy soos in trane, soos in erg. Sy is besig om agter 'n ambulans aan te ry, want hulle het my broer kom optel, right? En toe het ons eventually uitgevind hy het leukemia. So lekker kanker. Een van my beste pelle wat ek ontmoet het op universiteit het so 2 maande nadat hulle my boetie gediagnoseer het, toe het hy selfmoord gepleeg, which was also very unfortunate. So I was having a lot of chats with God, and there was always a lot of questions ultimately.
Feel the heat. No holding back, no playing it safe. We're taking up space, we're setting the pace. Louder than ever. Here we come. Unfiltered.
Today we're sitting with Ronaldo Alberts on Unfiltered AF, where he is coming to tell his story of his career. He's a local South African Afrikaanse sanger.
Afrikaanse sanger.
Afrikaans, solid Afrikaans. So hierdie episode gaan so 'n bietjie tussen Afrikaans en Engels gaan. Ons weet ons het al in die verlede geleer dat ons het JP en Roan Smithy gehad van op my eis en dit was in Engels en die tannies het hulle gekruisig. En my ook gekruisig. Hoekom praat ons Engels? So English is the universal language, and we try and make this accessible to as wide an audience as possible. So Ronaldo, welcome on Unfiltered. You've just released a new single
Yes.
like a couple of weeks ago.
I think it was about 2 months ago, Droom te Klein.
Droom te Klein.
Yes.
Go and listen to it. Lekker song. Some of the team were vibing here on the song just now. So het gesien die koppe gaan en die ritme is daar. So dis 'n lekker song. Ronaldo, vertel my, jy's 26 jaar oud nou.
Yes.
En wanneer het jy begin met jou musiekkarriere?
When I started with my music career was, I think in 2019, at the end of 2019 was the first song that I released.
Listen, I need to stop you there. There's a golden thread today. All the interviews we're having is there's like a COVID, something around COVID here. Always just,
What is it?
ja, 2019, almal het daar begin.
Ja.
Vandag se episode. So yeah, why 2019? Because at that stage you were what, 19?
Yeah, 19 years old.
Yes.
So I started the first song that I sang was with, not a backtrack, was with Oom Kurt Darren. Not in person though.
Oom Kurt.
Op die CD, op die
Don't
CD.
call him Oom Kurt.
Hy is Oom Kurt, man.
He doesn't like being called Oom Kurt.
Yeah.
He actually said that, né?
Is it? Ek het toe, werk dit.
Anyway, okay, Oom Kurt, ja.
Maar in elk geval.
Sorry Kurt, love you, hoor.
Sorry Oom Kurt. In elk geval, so ek was 5 jaar oud gewees, my pa was 35 gewees.
Oh, wow,
en
okay.
toe het ek Hemel op Tafelberg gesing.
Waar was
So,
dit? Wat se
dit
show
was,
van was dit?
So dit was my pa se birthday, ons het dit gehou in 'n laapa.
Okay, so
dit
jy
was
het
maar
vir
net,
Kurt
ek was 5
gekry.
jaar oud, ek was 5 jaar oud. So,
Okay, lekker, man.
En ek was maar 'n uitspattige tipe persoon, so ek
Ja.
het 'n bietjie van 'n extrovertiek gedeelte aan my, maar in elk geval. En toe, dit is waar ek het nog altyd van musiek gehou. Ons het elke naweek rugby gekyk, musiek geluister. En I love the golden oldies. I love the 80s. The 80s is, that's music, man.
So I know Jackie will resonate with you. Look,
Oh.
there we go. I still remember Jackie's. No, okay, we're not gonna. Anyways, yeah.
So ultimately, I had to decide what was the next step eventually, because I did charities, I did a lot of festivals and stuff like that when I was young. I mean, I went to choir when I was 8 years old, right?
What choir was this?
Jacaranda Kinderkoor.
Die Jacaranda Kinderkoor.
Jacaranda Kinderkoor.
Nice.
So I had
And-
the privilege to go with them to Russia.
Okay.
Was dit Rusland geweest? Ek dink dit was Rusland geweest. Ek kan nou nie onthou nie. Ek weet
Maar
net
dit
daar
was ver. En dit was koud.
Dit was definitief ver. Ek onthou nê, want jy's 8 jaar oud, jy's nog klein hè.
Ja.
Nou het jy jou oorfone in, jy ry in 'n bus op pad lughawe toe. Ry jou ma hier langs jou en jou pa hier langs jou in die kar in die bus en waai vir jou. En ek onthou I was listening to Phil Collins. You be in my heart.
Ja.
Nee,
Jy is
ek
die
luister
goeie
na daai
ou daar.
liedjie, maar hulle waai vir my, ek begin chunk, nee. Ek sê van nee. In elk geval, dit is 'n bietjie background.
So omdat hulle langs jou aanry of
Nee, ek was hartseer, ek gaan waai. Daar kom ek nie terug nie. By the way, ek het amper verlore geraak. Ek het in Rusland
that sounds like a story.
omdat ek vir my 'n laser wou kry. Maar anyways.
So as jy daai nou wat altyd weggesneek het.
Per ongeluk.
Okay. Okay.
So en ultimately song was net nog altyd deel van my lewe. En die volgende stap was maar basically om die eerste enkelsnit vry te stel. En ja, toe 2019 het ek eventually die courage opgebou. Want obviously it's stressful.
Yeah.
You don't know how the people's going to take.
Yeah.
How the
You need to
people's going to
expose
take the
yourself.
song.
You wrote the song, and now you need to
Yeah.
present it to the whole world,
Are you
right?
like really out there?
Yeah.
So ultimately that's when I released the song Hoe Hoog. And yeah, that's where it all kind of started.
And how was that received?
I think actually the first song was received quite well. We did a music video for it as well. But yeah, in my life I haven't really been signed. Okay. So I like being independent. It's this my lekker.
So jy self-publish alles en
Ja, vra my. Ek freaking marketing, social media, al daai goed
so
freaking.
jy doen alles self.
Ja.
Okay, but there's benefit to that as well.
Ja.
From a monetary point of view.
Yeah, definitely. I think the amount of knowledge and wisdom in any way that you build up during the years and you see what works, what doesn't work. And eventually dink ek dit bring jou op 'n plek waar jy kan uitfigure hierso's actually waar ek inpas. Like you still shaping yourself actually. So it's a molding process I guess. So ultimately toe kom ek nou by 'n punt waar ek nou Droom te Klein gerelease het en dit is my incredible, dit voel vir my soos my vibe.
Okay.
It's like between alternative mainstream pop tipe effek, jy weet.
Maar Afrikaans pop.
Maar Afrikaans, but
Ek weet ons praat nou Engels hierso, Engels,
Ja.
maar dit is Afrikaans pop.
Yes.
Mainstream Afrikaans pop.
Yes.
Wat is 'n mark pitch jy dan as jy sê alternative Afrikaans?
Ek sal sê
Afrikaans
meer in die lyn van 'n Spoegwolf Zaansonneke is daai.
Okay.
But ja, so is half soos bietjie meer in daai rock pop
Okay,
tipe lyn,
cool.
I guess. And a smidge of mainstream, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
So ja, like I said, you figure it maar uit.
Ja.
Ultimately, as iets net 'n lekker beat het en jy kan sokkie op dit, is dit net 'n Afrikaanse treffer. Dis right.
Is dit die intensie waarmee jy gaan om die song te skryf,
Nee.
of wat is jou vibe?
Eintlik nee. Ek hou van upbeat. Dis vir my altyd lekker om op 'n song te kan dans. Maar die volgende liedjie byvoorbeeld wat ek nog nie vrygestel het nie. Ek het dit al eintlik 'n hele paar keer opgetree. Dis eintlik weird want die name is baie naby mekaar. Soos Droom te Klein wat ek vrygestel het en nou is daar een in die argiewe wat ek wil vrystel, Drome.
Okay.
So that's a bit more ballady.
Okay.
So that's the fun of being, independent is just I can release I guess what I want to when I want to and how I want to. Not that I'm saying that, dat hulle jou shape of wat ook al dit mag wees. Ek weet eintlik nie hoe dit werk nie, so. Maar ja, so toe kom ons nou op die punt om hierdie te release en dit was net dit het gevoel soos my sound.
Cool. Ons gaan gou terug na Droom te Klein toe. Hoekom Droom te Klein? Wat was die inspiration vir die song?
Inspiration is net as jy 'n klein kind is en you have so many dreams. You've got so many dreams. The sky's the limit basically, and it feels like when you grow up, a lot of those things fade away. Mense sê realiteitskop in, jy weet, dit is nie meer realisties nie. En ek voel partykeer baie van daai drome, if you can put your mind to it, you can still achieve a lot of those things that's deeply hidden within you. So hopelik respark hierdie 'n paar goedjies.
Okay.
Net weer aan mense om jy weet sit net daai vlammetjie weer aan die gang om drome bietjie na te jaag weer.
Yes. So Ronaldo, dit is nou jou musiekkarriere en obviously jy bou dit. Ek sien Courage daardeur. Meer jong mense moet dit doen. Jy is nog 'n jong mens, jy's 26 years old. So
Ja, as ek my snor afskeer is ek 12. So.
So maar I want to touch on a few things in terms of has this journey been easy? Has something happened that could have derailed you?
Yes, 100%. Life happened. At the end of the day, I went to university when I was 19. So in 2019, toe gaan ek universiteit toe.
So jy release jou eerste single in 2019 plus universiteit toe.
Ja.
Okay.
So, but I think that was more at the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken. But
Okay.
anyways, waar het op toe neergekom het is, I went to study BSc medical science, right?
Sure.
So,
Slim ook nog, né?
ja, vir 'n solid 2 weke. Toe besluit ek not a chance.
Is dit ook om jy so cautiously sê?
ja. En toe besluit ek nee, ek gaan net bestuur swaat. Ek dink business management in general has to do with everything. En ja, toe begin my universiteit goedjies en dit was regtig lekker met vriende en al daai dinge. And yeah, so I remember I was still studying for one of the tests that was the next day, and I just got a phone call from my mom. En toe hoor ek sy is soos in trane, soos in erg. Sy is besig om agter 'n ambulans aan te ry, want hulle het my broer kom optel, right? En toe is hulle op pad Pretoria Oos Hospitaal toe. En toe het ons eventually uitgevind hy het leukemia. So lekker kanker.
Sorry.
Ja, daai was so 'n bietjie van 'n you don't know what to think, how to feel type of vibe. En ja, toe een van my beste pelle wat ek ontmoet het op universiteit het so 2 maande nadat hulle my boetie gediagnoseer het, toe het hy selfmoord gepleeg, which was also very unfortunate. So it was just like I was actually asking, yeah, so I was having a lot of chats with God, and there was always a lot of questions ultimately, and I feel like a lot of questions we will eventually have an answer to that, you know. And maar ja, daar was maar baie vrae gewees. Jy verstaan hoekom dinge gebeur het nie, but if I look back now, it's weird because it was actually a blessing. It's weird to say that it was a blessing that it happened. But let's say, for example, like me and my brother didn't have the best brotherly relationship, right? But in that year, he was in the hospital. Het was so geword, you know? En ja, dus ultimately, ek dink dit is ook, so daai bond was just re-established, I guess. So, jy kan altyd die lig sien aan die einde van die tunnel, dis wat ek sê. En toe was die tunnel bietjie langer, want toe die jaar daarna, het is my pa oorlede aan COVID. So, het was 'n bietjie van 'n ja, lewe het gekom. So,
sorry Ronaldo, dis nie lekker nie, maar daarna, wat het jy gedoen om jouself op te tel? Want obviously, jy's besig om 'n karier te bou. Jy is 19, 20 jaar oud op daai stadium. What did you do to ensure that you do not derail and fall off the rails, but continue building your career and to be able to sit here today with us?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't say I stayed on the rail. So ek dink ek het heeltemal van die pad afgeval vir 'n rukkie. But eventually I came back. So my pa het een keer, ek onthou hierdie is eintlik 'n interessante storie. In 2019, toe ek, jy weet mos jy toets mos maar alles, jy's jonk en al daai tipe van goed. Toe ek, hier is die eerste keer wat ek dit gaan sê, by the way.
So that's unfolded first.
Ja, this is toe ek begin sigarette rook. Okay.
Weet jy maar.
Sy het nie geweet nie.
Okay, maar sy het geweet voordat jy dit nou sê.
Goeie vraag. Ja, shit. Ek hoop so.
Wel,
in elk geval.
Ekskuus maar.
Dis in elk geval die verlede, dis chill. Ultimately, en toe was dit lockdown, right? En toe het hulle daai ban op sigarette gesit. Ek van dit maak my mal.
En jy een van daai's.
Jy betaal R100 vir parkie gras, soos RG's of iets, ek kan nie onthou wat dit was nie. Maar jy het dit maar betaal. Jy weet, as jy kon. Jy en jou pel het maar gesplit of iets, ek weet nie. In elk geval, ek kom van Sekunda af.
Okay.
En ek onthou
Verre Ooste. Van hier af is dit die Verre Ooste.
Ek wil nie eens dink aan Sekunda nie, maar ek kom van daai plek af.
Okay.
En
ons love al die Sekunda mense. Ek sê maar net.
Julle is great.
Okay, so jy kom van Sekunda af?
En ek onthou nog, dit was een aand gewees en ek en my pa het whisky geniet, right? En toe het ek en hy op die bank gesit, ons 'n bietjie TV gekyk, ons het whisky gedrink. En toe ek nou 'n whisky drink, raak ek nou lus vir 'n sigaret. Toe dink ek by myself, hoe gaan ek hierdie nou hanteer? Dalk moet ek dit gehou, toe praat ek met iemand in Sekunda, een van my pelle daarso, wat ek weet, rook al vir baie lank. Ek sê van, dude, ek sê soos R5 betaal vir 'n sigaret. Maar hy bly nie ver van my af, hy is soos, wat, 8 minute se ry, right? En hierdie is nou in die aand, seker 10 uur se
So
kant.
na curfew.
Ek kan nie onthou nie.
Okay, ja.
In elk geval, toe
Wink twice if... Nee, joke.
ja, en toe gaan ek en ek kry toe enetjie en ek rook hom in die kar terug, nee, met die vensters oop. Ek doen dit nie, ek rook gewoonlik nie in die kar. Sigarette nie, sorry.
Hy gooi ons F rond.
Sorry. Maar ek ry so nonchalant met
Ja.
die ruit oop en maak seker niks bly in die kar nie. Ek ry so draai
Ja.
om ons blok 2 keer.
Ja.
Sodat daai reuk het uitgooi. Ek gooi hom uit. Ek maak daai hek oop. Hier staan hy. Staan my pa. Wag hy so vir my. Ek sê van okay. Ek ry in. Hy sê vir my, "Waar was jy?" Ek sê vir hom, "Nee, ek was gou by my pel gewees." Hy sê, "Het jy gerook?" Ek sê, "Nee, hy rook." Hy sê, "Nou, wat is hierdie op jou trappie?" Die sigaret wat ek uitgegooi het, het wind omgewaai op my trappie. So ja, binne 'n kwessie van 5 minute het ek baie sleg gevoel.
Ja.
Want hy het hom nogal gegooi en toe gaan ek kamer toe, toe is ek ook sommer kwaad. En toe kom hy terug en hierdie is wat ek altyd sal onthou. Hierdie was incredible. Toe kom hy terug, toe sê hy, "Ek wil met jou praat as 'n vriend, nie as 'n pa nie." Right? Toe kom hy terug en hy sê hy weet as 'n mens jonk is, jy toets alles en jy weet hy het dit getoets en dit het net nie gestiek by hom nie. Dit was nie vir hom lekker nie. Solank jy net altyd jou pad terugvind, my kind. Right? And that's the bouncing back thing.
Okay.
So ultimately hy was 'n baie great voorbeeld en fondasie gewees with a very positive mindset, even in negative situations. So I think that's where I got the mindset from, of, you know, tough times never last.
But tough people do.
Yeah, so no matter what life throws at you, it's about getting back up, right? Ek het gestoei toe ek klein was.
Dis stoei.
Stoei.
So jy en 'n ander ou is op die grond besig om mekaar te pin.
Ek het eers ons gewen.
Vra net.
As dit vir iets tel, wil jy laat dit
Het jy
nou weer
SA's
klink.
So jy het SA's gewen sê jy.
Ja.
Okay.
En ek sê dit nie nou meer doen nie.
Na my verduideliking.
Nou die verduideliking.
To all the wrestlers out there, that was just tongue in cheek, okay.
Ons het so ek en my pa het altyd dan kyk ons Rocky Balboa.
Ja.
So Rocky movies voordat ek gestoei het.
En van Sylvester
En,
Stallone.
ja, van Sylvester Stallone en dan het hy altyd mos gesê it's not about how hard you get hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and get back up. Iets is dit.
Ja.
Right en ja, so daai was nog altyd die bounce back was nog altyd altyd daar. So ultimately ek het my ma en my sussie oor en eventually het ek in my lewe besluit what type of example are you setting for them? Right? Veral vir my sussie. Sy is soos ek het alles getoets en sy is soos net die teenoorgestelde. Ek is so bly daaroor. Dankie tog. Maar ja, sy's ook 'n blessing, sy's incredible. En ja, dit is maar waar my motivering vandaan kom, die feit dat ek weet, jy weet ek het 'n jonger sussie, ek probeer om 'n voorbeeld te stel. En die laste wat my ma ook dra om dit bietjie ligter te probeer maak.
Ja.
That's ultimately what I'm trying to do. So
Okay, awesome. And I want to commend you on that. As a youngster, as a young man, building your career, going through all of these losses that should have actually completely derailed you, where a lot of people give up after suffering what you've been through, but you decided to take what your dad taught you and get up and also continue his legacy and also continue your brother's name further, also your family's name further, and that is commendable, and I want to congratulate you on that, Ronaldo. So moving forward, we've got a few minutes left. What is next? Droom te klein, dis nou gerelease. Jy wil nou 'n ander drome.
Ja.
Jy wil hom release,
Ek
maar
wil hom
wat
release.
is volgende vir Ronaldo? Wat kan Suid-Afrika verwag?
Ek het al Engelse liedjies ook vrygestel, net so by the way.
Okay, cool.
Sê ek het in Afrikaans. I did release English songs as well. And anyways,
Okay.
so I'm looking to eventually start collaborating more with artists. I think that's really cool. It looks so fun. En soos ek het saam met Tamlin Wessels ook.
Okay, cool.
Maar dit sal vir my awesome wees om te kan collab bietjie meer met mense in die industrie. And yeah, just to consistently release, I guess that was the issue always, was the fact that I'm releasing a song and then you think you've got enough time, and then month 3 comes and then you're supposed to release now again, and then you only start with the next thing.
Yeah.
So then it takes a lot of time. So net om consistently release en maar net aktief te bly op social media. Social media is admin, man. Oh my word.
But it's important. It's important. And
It is.
That's also why we're doing this show. It's to create awareness as well, and that's why we have you here today, so that we can also collaborate in this space to create awareness as well to our audience. That even in music, you are busy building a business at the end of the day.
Yes.
You are learning how to market. You are learning how to release and publish your own songs. You need to learn how to manage your finances through all of this because you are gigging. Jy tree op en al dat maar goed. So, jy release jou singles. So daar is royalties vir jou wat inkom. Jy moet jou Samro goedjies doen en al daai lekker dingetjies. Jy publish, self-publish, so daar's royalties wat daar inkom en.
Ja, dis baie.
Yeah.
And TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Flip it. At least I've got a younger sister to help me with that. Because my hips don't lie.
Younger sister. Sê so, huh?
Ek kan dans as ek wil, maar net sokkie aan Afrikaans.
I'm confused now. Maar anyways. So Ronaldo, jy doen optredes en daai is maar goed. So waar kan mense in kontak kom met jou as hulle nou sê, doen jy net normale gigs, wat doen jy corporates, wat's jou vibe?
Ja, ek doen feeste ultimately. Daar's 'n fees wat nou opkom, Aardklop. Ek gaan nou by dit wees aan Potch. So ek sien
gaan jy 'n week voor die tyd en
nee, glad nie. Ek's bang vir Potch.
Is daar 'n rede hoekom? Is dit daai week voor die tyd waarvoor jy bang is?
Nee, ek gaan nie eens 'n week voor die tyd nie. Dis te lank.
Weet jy wat die ironie, almal wat van Potch af kom, nê, as ons conversations het, sê hulle,
Ek het nie hoe vang hulle graad het, to be honest. I really don't know how they do that.
Wel, miskien is die dosent. Anyway, so let's move on. Okay, so jy gaan nou by Aardklop wees. Dit kom in September as ek reg onthou, nê?
Ek dink in September of Oktober.
Anyways.
Nou, daarom.
Dis gewoonlik in September-ish, daar rond. Okay, cool. So jy gaan by Aardklop wees?
So ek gaan by Aardklop optree. So ja, my punt is letterlik om meer goed te doen soos feeste. Ek doen baie meer feeste ultimately. The last 6 months, I was really quiet with gigs and stuff because I was focusing on other stuff. I'm busy with the whole business platform thing, industrial thing that I'm busy with.
Okay.
So daar's ook nog 'n hele ding wat aan die gang is. So ja,
Do you have a website?
nee, ek het
Okay, social media. Okay, so you've got social media. People can
Ja, Ronaldo Alberts, RE. Nee, sokker nie. Hoorie, my naam was Ronaldo Official, right? En dan met my tag goed kry ek al hierdie sokkerspelers. Almal het my getag.
Yes, see.
Ding,
You
ding,
would
ding,
monetize,
ding,
né?
ding, ding.
You would try monetize.
No, it didn't work, man. It was like completely the opposite of what I'm trying to do. But anyways, toe verander ek nou maar net weer terug na Ronaldo Alberts. So Facebook vir die tannies, Ronaldo Alberts, en op Instagram vir
Be careful now.
Vir
Die
jonger
tannies
mense.
op hierdie platform is brutal. Vra vir Roan en JP. Hulle gaan vir jou kruisig, ou. Dis even Reben daar, so hy's so oud soos jy. Even hy cringe.
Ekskuus, ek's jammer.
Nee.
ek joke sommer.
Maar is dit hierdie tannies wat jy ook baie like, nie?
Ja.
Die tannies en hulle dogters.
Ek love ouers, net so baie. Ek kom vrek goed oor die werk met ouers. Ek is mal daaroor. Jy kry altyd 'n bietjie wysheid altyd by, jy weet die ouer mense. Maar is nou op 'n awkward fase wat ek sê tannie, maar jy is bang om tannie te sê.
I handed him the spade. He's busy digging his own hole here.
Ek moet net stil bly, nê? At the end of the day. I just need to.
So it's that
Dis really
I can't see that look. Jy het hom sommer self gehaak.
Ek dink ek moet van Facebook afklim en ja, kry my op Instagram ook.
So this we're going to put out some shorts on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube shorts, and this episode will live on YouTube. So let's see how safe you are from.
Can we restart?
No. No. Our next guest is almost here. So, but Ronaldo, okay. So let's quickly wrap this up. Thank you so much for being here. and telling your story as well and your vulnerabilities of how easy you could have been derailed. But despite what has happened, despite immense loss, you still push forward, you still build a legacy, and you still push forward in building your career as well. Plus, business that you also do. You've got a business degree, so the reality is you are set up for success, and I want to commend you on that, because a lot of youngsters give up because life just gets too much, but you decided not to. And thank you for that. And I do believe that you'll be an inspiration to many others to say that don't give up, because why? We're going off the rails. Yes, okay, you're allowed to go off the rails. It's fine. But how do you bounce back? And when do you bounce back? So dankie daarvoor, Ronaldo. Dankie dat jy saam met ons gesit het vandag. Mense kan gaan kyk op jou socials, Ronaldo Alberts. Ons sal alles in tag hierso.
Please.
If people want to book you, they can just DM you.
Yeah, got the DM.
If you want to book him for a festival, if you want to book him for a gig, a dames tee, ek weet nie.
I mean, ek sal daar opdaag met my akoestiek en ek sal definitief die stywe jeans aantrek hier. So ordentlik lyk. Ek moet ophou.
Yes. Okay, so awesome. Ronaldo, as far as I know, this is in collaboration with the Marketing Zoo.
Yeah.
So thank you to the Marketing Zoo for also sending you
they're incredible.
and booking you with us, Michaela, the whole team at the Marketing Zoo. Thank you so much for this and for future collaborations that we are looking forward to as well. Ronaldo, we wish you tons of success with your career. We will follow you with ons gaan jou ordentlik volg en ek is nuuskierig om te sien waar jy gaan wees in die volgende jaar.
Ja, I'm
Miskien
also
het ons jou
excited.
terug hierso. En dan kom praat jy weer 'n bietjie verder oor wat het die laaste jaar gebeur. Het jy daai consistency bereik? Is daar elke tweede, derde maand 'n release gewees?
Ek bedoel wanneer ek terug is, nee.
Nee, sodra jy terug is.
Sodra ek terug is.
Sodra.
There we go.
Ja.
That's positive.
Net so. Awesome.
Ja, daar's net een dingetjie wat ek wil sê.
Yes.
And that is to a lot of people that's actually going through life right now, especially the younger generation. Hulle het baie druk op hulle en al daai goed, but there's just something that always stuck with me and my dad, and that's in it's Romans 8:18 that says the pain you've been feeling cannot compare to the joy that's coming. So that's just something that is very that's got me through tough times. So
Awesome.
ultimately,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Romans 8.
18. Yeah.
Romans 8:18. Ronaldo, thank you for incredible words of wisdom there now as well. And you're a lot more insightful and deeper than... How can I phrase this without digging my own hole here? I'm impressed with how deep and insightful you are for your age as well. So thank you, Ronaldo, and we wish you all the success. If you want to book Ronaldo, he looks like a nice young man. Al die tannies daar buite, boek hom. Hy gaan vir julle 'n lekker gig gee. Nie daai gig nie, okay? so Ronaldo's handles will be at the screen at the bottom here somewhere. So please book him. Please reach out to him. Go and listen to his new song Droom te Klein on YouTube. Plus some of his other music. Let's support a local up-and-coming artist. Let's help him also pave his career moving forward. So thank you so much for watching another episode of Unfiltered AF. Please like, share and subscribe all our channels, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, alles, to help us and help the algorithm to get these episodes out to a wider audience. We're reaching a global audience as it is right now, but please help us by doing just that small token. And we'll appreciate that so much. So yeah, have a good one. Until next time, Ronaldo, dankie.
Dankie, waardeer.
Cheers.
Feel the heat. No holding back, no playing it safe. We're taking up space, we're setting the pace. Louder than ever.